Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Friday meditation. Hope everybody's well and not too hot. It's been absolutely boiling, hasn't it? But we're never happy. We moan when it's too hot and we moan when it's too cold, don't we? But it is nice at the moment that it's cooled down a little bit, I'll have to be honest, especially when you're my size. It's no fun. So I hope everybody's well and all ready to start their meditation this morning. I don't know whether anybody's with us, Richard, to say hello to anyone. Oh, good morning, Terry. Lovely that you could join us. So I'm glad you're with us this morning. Good morning, Catherine. Morning, Chelsea. Morning, Olivia Louise. Oh, no. Good morning, Carol. Oh, Sue Carol. Sorry. Good. Oh, good morning, Sue, and good morning, Carol. Sorry, Richard's talking in my ear. Morning, Belinda. Lovely could be with us. Hi, Linda. Good morning, Julian. Lovely. Well, I'm glad everybody's here this morning. So we thought we'd do a nice meditation. I think I have done this one with you before, but I think it was back in January. So I'm not sure whether it was this year or last year. I try and keep a note of them. But as I've always said before, I'm always guided to which meditation I should do. So I thought we'd go for this one. So it's all about cleansing and refreshing ourselves. And I think we could all do with a bit of that at the moment, couldn't we? So if you all want to get yourselves nice and comfy. Okay, we'll do some adverts first. So Richard's going to put a few adverts up and let's have a look what's on over the weekend.
Tomorrow night on sptv, we offer a free evening of mediumship with some of the UK best-serving mediums and spiritual advisors. Our show starts from 8 p.m. UK time. SPTV are proud to present an evening of mediumship with the wonderful Deb Clark. Join us for a private event on the 20th of August 2022 at the Roebuck Inn, Wickham. For more details visit events.spiritualpsychicstv.online.
Brilliant. So that looks lovely all over the weekend. There's also going to be a show this evening. I presume that's at 8 o'clock, Richard, is it? For VIPs. And Richard said if there's not lots of VIPs on there, then the public will get readings as well. So that should be a good one this evening. I might join in. Depends whether I'm babysitting or not. What, with my grandchildren, Richard? I don't think so. We have to have Baba Black Sheep and Baby Shark on the TV. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I completely lose my television. I know all the songs. It's really good. Anyway, oh, and good morning, Karen, and good morning, Lily, that you've just joined us. Debbie, sorry. I'll go deaf. Yeah, speak up, Richard. Speak up. Okay, so let's get on with our meditation. So let's get nice and comfortable. Find a nice chair where you can sit and you can feel lovely and comfortable. We're just going to close our eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out, in and out. Just relax your body. Feel your body go heavy. Your arms feel heavy and your legs feel heavy. Give your shoulders a little twitch. Give your neck a stretch. Get rid of all that tension. And we're going to have half an hour of peace and quiet time for ourselves. And then after we've done our meditation, hopefully some of you would like to share what the journey you went on, or I can help you analyze what happened on your meditation. So let's just relax and let's listen to our breathing. As we breathe in and out. In and out. I want you to visualize a beautiful white light as it comes up through your feet, goes up through your legs, past your knees, through your thighs, into your body. Watch as that white light goes down your arms into your hands. You may feel a tingling sensation. You may feel as though your body's filling with energy or becoming more relaxed. You might feel heat or cold. Whatever you feel, or if you don't feel anything, that's just fine, but just watch that beautiful white light as it fills your body, as it goes up through your neck into your head area, relaxing your mind, just letting any thoughts that come into your mind just drift away. Any problems you have, any thoughts of what you may be doing later on in the day, just let them drift away. Enjoy that feeling of calm and peace and relaxation. Your body feels heavy, but you know you're safe, you know you're grounded. You can feel your feet securely on the floor. And watch as that white light goes deep down into your heart area, making you feel so loved, so special. You deserve to be loved. You're important. You matter. You mustn't put yourself at the back of the queue. You deserve this love, the love from the world of spirit, from your loved ones. Feel that love as it saturates your body, making you feel even more calm and relaxed and peaceful and safe. And today, as we start our journey, we're going to find ourselves in a mist. And as the mist around you starts to fade, you find yourself on a mountain. It's very early in the morning, and the mountains around you are a beautiful blue and purple colour. The air feels so fresh. Just for a few moments, breathe in that beautiful fresh air. Feel that cleansing air going down deep into your lungs. You can feel a slight chill as that air goes into your lungs, cleansing them, refreshing them. Enjoy that feeling as you feel that beautiful, clean, refreshing air. There's no smog, no chemicals, just beautiful, pure, clean air going into your body. And I want you to watch as you breathe. I want you to breathe in that beautiful, pure, cool air. Visualize it as a white air coming into your body. And as you breathe out, look at the colour of the air coming out of your body. Notice, is it grey or dark grey in colour? And the more you breathe in this wonderful fresh air, the lighter your out-breath is becoming. Watch as that out-breath goes from a dark grey to a lighter grey, to an even lighter grey, until you're breathing in beautiful, pure, refreshing white air and breathing out the same white air. Your whole body is tingling and you feel cleansed from head to toe. It's such a wonderful feeling. You can feel a slight breeze on your face. Notice how light you feel. As you look in the distance, You can see the sun is beginning to rise, and as it does, the mountains are changing colour, and they're turning more into orange and red colours. Notice how beautiful they look, how they're shining. They're absolutely glorious. Now I want you to start walking. You're very, very safe. And as you walk along, you can hear somebody yodeling in the distance. You can see a small stream trickling over the rocks. The water is so clear, and you can see the sunlight shining on the water, where you can see the rocks twinkling below. They look just like crystals. And as you walk along the stream starts to get bigger. In the distance, you can hear running water. Listen to that water running. How refreshing it sounds. I want you to carry on walking along the stream. And as you get closer to the sound of running water, you see the most beautiful waterfall cascading down out of the mountains. Walk towards the waterfall. Just follow the stream as it gets larger. As you get closer, you can see at the bottom of this beautiful waterfall is a large lagoon. It's surrounded by mountains, and it has large rocks all around it. It seems such a secret, quiet place. There's nobody around. This lagoon is hidden from view. You know you're safe. You know you're protected here. Just listen to the water from the waterfall as it cascades down into the lagoon. As you get nearer to the lagoon, you can see some stone steps going down the rocks which lead to the lagoon. I want you to walk down them. You're very safe, they're not slippery. Just start to walk down the stone steps. And as you reach the bottom of the steps, you can see how big this lagoon is. The water from the waterfall is splashing down onto the rocks. And the lagoon is the most beautiful azure colour. The water's so clear, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. To your right is a pathway between some of the smaller rocks. I want you to follow along that pathway. As you do, you see what looks like a building or a hut at the end of the pathway. As you get closer, you realise it's a pagoda. There's 8 sides to it, and it's covered in the most beautiful flowers. As you walk up to the pagoda, you can hear bells and wind chimes that are hanging from the walls around it, and they're being blown about gently in the breeze. Just listen as they tinkle and make the most wonderful sound. It's so delicate and so relaxing. And as you look in the centre of the pagoda, there's a large coloured rug. What colour is that rug? I want you to go and sit down on it. Sit with your legs crossed on the rug. And even if you have mobility problems or pain, you realise that the pain has gone and you're able to sit cross-legged on this rug inside this pagoda. All your pain just seems to have gone. Remember the colour of your rug, it's important. Sit down and relax your mind. Just concentrate on the sound of the bells and the wind chimes. How do they make you feel? Just let any worries or negativity just drift away and concentrate on the sounds around you. Let that sound reverberate through your body. Feel that sound cleansing your body. You may feel tingly or hot or cold. Just let your body relax. Enjoy this time of peace. Notice how calm your mind feels, how focused you feel. Feel those vibrations go deep into any parts of your body that you may have had pain. Feel those vibrations energizing every single cell of your body, making them well and giving you relief. Just feel any physical pain, any tension, any stress, just disappear, just lift from your body and disappear. Enjoy that music as it vibrates through your body. How do you feel now? And as you're sitting, I want you to look up at the sky. There are so many clouds appearing. And they look so white and fluffy. Can you see any shapes manifesting in those clouds? What shapes can you see? What do those shapes mean to you? Now visualize yourself up there with the clouds, floating along with them, feeling so light and carefree. What do they make you feel like? Feel yourself melting into the clouds. You've no worries or problems. As you float along, just enjoy that feeling of relaxation and happiness. The freedom of freedom and nothingness. It's absolutely wonderful. It's just like floating on a feather. I want you to concentrate on your bottom. I want you to feel your bottom firmly back on the rug. Give it a little wiggle. I want you to feel stable and grounded. Feel how different you feel now. How you feel grounded inside the pagoda. Your body still feels free from any problems or stress or pain. But you're grounded now inside that pagoda. Now as you look inside that pagoda, in front of you is a mist. And inside that mist is one of your guides. Just watch as that mist begins to disappear. And as it does, you'll see somebody standing in front of you. You might not see them completely. You might just feel their energy. You might recognize them. Just focus your eyes as the mist goes. Who's there? Is it a guide you know? Are you familiar with them? Or is it somebody you've never met before? What do they look like? What are they wearing? You may not actually physically see them with your eyes, but you know they're there. You feel their energy. Ask them, do they work with you? Ask them their name. You may just hear a name coming into your mind. Remember that name. Remember what they look like. Remember what they're wearing. Ask them if they want to tell you anything. Just relax your mind and words will come into your mind. Remember those words. What are they telling you? You may have a question you want to ask them. Perhaps you want to know how you'll know when they're around you. Ask them to give you a sign of how you'll know when they're around you. Will they tickle your face? Will you feel cold or hot? Will you feel their energy? Maybe you'll feel them touch you. What sign will they give you? If you can't see or feel anything, then don't worry. Know they're there with you, and that in time they will make themselves known to you. I want you to just spend a few moments chatting to them. Maybe you want to ask them about your spiritual work, or perhaps what things would be good in this life for you to try. They won't guide your life, but we always have free will. Just spend a few moments. Ask them about something you want to try and achieve. Whether you're going to have a fresh start, perhaps new beginnings. What are your goals in life? Perhaps you can ask them if they can help you to achieve those goals. Of course, it's all down to you, as you have free will to do whatever you want. But just spend a few moments with your guide. You may not want to ask them any questions. You may just want to sit in their energy and enjoy being in their energy and being at one with them. They're not going to overshadow you. They're just going to be around you. I want you to remember all the things that you've been speaking about, you've been asking about. And if you can't remember, it doesn't matter, because your subconscious will remember this. It's now time for us to say goodbye to them. Remember to thank them for coming and joining you today. And they will be with you, looking over you. This isn't goodbye, it's just au revoir. Until the next time. Watch as that mist starts to form again. And they just start to disappear into that mist. What a wonderful experience you've just had. Know that you can come back on this journey to this pagoda any time. Now it's time for us to leave the pagoda And I want you to go back out the way you entered. Do you notice on the floor in front of you is a gift? I want you to pick it up. What have you been given? What gift have you been given from the spirit world? I want you to say thank you and to take it with you as you walk back along the pathway to the lagoon. Walk back along the small pathway alongside the lagoon until you come to the steps where you started this journey. I want you to go over to the water. Just sit and dangle your feet in the water. It feels so lovely and cool. It's not too cold, but it's so refreshing. I want you to gently lower yourself into the water. The water isn't deep, it only comes up to your chest area, so you're quite safe. And even if you don't like water, you know that you feel safe in this lagoon and nothing's going to happen to you. Feel that cool water flowing around your body. It feels so wonderful. Just lay back. You're quite safe. You won't go under the water. And as you lay back, you just begin to float. How do you feel as you're floating around on that water? You could feel the water lapping around your body, but you feel so light. What thoughts are coming into your mind as you're laying there? How are you feeling? Enjoy that feeling of weightlessness. As you're laying there and you're floating, you realise that you've begun to float towards the waterfall. You're safe, it's fine. At the bottom of the waterfall is a large rock. I want you to climb onto that rock. And as you stand on the rock, walk towards the waterfall. Stand under it. Feel that water cascading over your body. It's just like being under a shower. You feel that waterfall washing away any negativity, any worries, any fears you may have. This water's taken away any unwanted feelings or thoughts you might be having. You feel so cleansed, ready for a new year, ready for a fresh start. You know you're going to have such an exciting and happy time ahead. Look forward with positivity and strength. Notice how wonderful you feel now that you're totally cleansed. You're getting the energy and the exhilaration from the water. That waterfall has taken away any negativity or worries you may have had. You're totally pure and cleansed now. And I want you to step back out from under the waterfall onto the rock. You find there's another big rock that you can just step on. It will take you to the side of the lagoon. Just jump onto it, jump back onto the ground at the side of the lagoon. And then you can see the small stream that's flowing along into the lagoon. I want you to start walking back along this stream, back along the mountain. Watch as the stream becomes narrower. Keep walking. Mountains look so beautiful. The sun is shining. The sky is a beautiful clear blue. But there's still a lovely cool breeze in the air. I want you to walk along that little stream as it gets more and more narrow until you come back to the place on the mountain where we started our journey, the place where the mountains surrounded you. Now you've reached this spot. Notice how different you feel, how energized, how cleansed, how you feel safe and secure, and how relaxed you are. Notice how positive you feel, how sure of what you want and what you want to achieve in life if it's possible. Now it's time for us to feel our bottoms on our chairs back in our rooms, to feel our feet firmly on the ground. Give your bottom a wiggle on your seat at home. Begin to move your feet on the floor. Give your arms and your hands a little wiggle all the time, coming back to reality. Feeling grounded, so much more refreshed than you were at the beginning of our journey. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Just take your time. Find yourself back in your room, feeling grounded. Now, those of you that know how to close down, I want you to close yourselves down. And those of you that don't, just follow this little routine with me, because it's always important that we ground ourselves properly after we've done any spiritual work. So close your eyes once again. And I want you to visualize a beautiful purple light bulb in the middle of your forehead. I want you to turn that light bulb off. I want you to go down to your throat area where there's a blue light bulb and turn that blue light bulb off. Go down to your heart area where you see a green light bulb and turn that green light bulb off. Go down to your tummy area where we get a gut feeling, where you see yellow light bulb, and turn that yellow light bulb off. Down to our sacral area below our tummy button where you see an orange light bulb. Turn that orange light bulb off. And finally down to the base at the bottom of our spine where there's a red light bulb waiting to be turned off. We're just going to go back and double check that the purple light bulb in our forehead is off. The blue light bulb in our throat area is turned off. The green light in our heart area is off. The yellow light in our solar plexus, our tummy area, is turned off. That the orange bulb below our tummy button is turned off. And finally, that red bulb at the bottom of our spine is off. I want you to visualize the roots of a tree going from your hands and your feet deep, deep down into the earth. I want you to put a cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your head and under your feet. And finally, put yourself in a beautiful white protected light, knowing now that you're grounded, you're safe, and you're ready to carry on with your daily life. Open your eyes and find yourself back in your room fully refreshed. I hope everybody enjoyed their meditation this morning and that you all feel a lot better, a lot cooler, a lot more refreshed and invigorated than you were when we started this morning. I don't know if anybody's got any questions or anything they'd like to share about the meditation with us, or if, yeah. I'll keep talking for a little minute while you get yourselves back to normal in case you want to share anything with us. Obviously, we don't need to know anything personal if you don't want to share it, but if there was something that happened in your meditation that you didn't understand, I would do my best to explain it. It's always lovely, and I know I say this probably every time I do a meditation, to keep a special book. Joanne said she woke up late, would be meditating after breakfast. Okay, Jo. The meditation will be on Richard's website, so you'll be able to do that later. Terry said she struggled this morning. Mine didn't want to switch off. It's not always easy, is it, when we've got a lot on our mind? And I don't think the heat helps either. Maybe you can have another go at a later time, Terry. I do think this is a really nice meditation to, cleanse everybody and, start afresh. Lily said, well, that was beautiful. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Lily. I quite often will go to that lagoon. And I tell you another thing that's quite good is if you're having a shower in the morning, you can always stand under your shower and visualize yourself as though you're under that waterfall and just washing any negative energies, anything that you don't want. It's just being washed away. It's not going anywhere that's going to hurt anybody else. So it's quite often a good thing, in the morning or before you go to bed, just let that energy, that water go all over you and visualize yourself being under that waterfall in the lagoon and washing all that negative stuff away. It's amazing what a difference it makes. Terry said the rug for her was green. Green for me, with you, Terry, I think means energy and healing. And also, I think it would do you good to get outside and get into nature a little bit more if you can. I think you do enjoy nature, but I think it'd be very, very good for you to, perhaps if you meditate, perhaps try and meditate outside or by some water or something like that. I'm lucky I've got a river at the bottom of my garden. And apart from the gnats, it's so lovely just to sit there, so peaceful. All your clouds came together and formed a large heart. Oh, that's fantastic. So for me, that's you're being sent so much love from the spirit world. I know you do a lot of work for Richard and you help him an awful lot, which is absolutely fantastic. And you've got a large heart, which then dispersed into tiny wings. Beautiful. And I think perhaps there's times when maybe you wish you'd got wings and could fly away just for a couple of hours and have a bit of peace. I think a lot of us feel like that, don't we, sometimes, that wouldn't it be lovely just to get away? The gift was a small pink box with a ribbon, but the box was empty. Maybe you have to put something in the box yourself. Yes, so Richard, the non-medium, is now speaking in my ear saying, Terry, now's the time to make all those things come true that you want. Maybe if you go back and open that box at another time, you might see something in there. Let's wait and see. If you do, yeah, Richard said time to create new memories. And if you do see something in that box in the future, message me and let me know, because I'd be quite interested. So that was lovely, and I hope you feel a lot more refreshed now, Terry, and a lot more energized. I hope everybody enjoyed their meditation this morning. Wendy said she couldn't go through inside the water and see that. That's okay. Meditation takes a long time. It takes a long time to practice and to follow guided meditations. So even if you followed some of it, that's great. Listen to it again and see how far you get next time. Maybe you're a little bit worried about water. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think about the water part with you. Maybe you're a little bit, I don't know whether you've had a past experience with some water that probably wasn't very pleasant, maybe. I don't know. Um, but don't worry about it. You know, you can always take the bits that you need. And I hope you managed to see some of the other bits of the meditation, Wendy, and you was able to take them on board. And at the end of the day, all we want is to feel better at the end of our meditations. Did somebody else put another question up there, Richard? Oh, okay. Lily said she met her grandmother. Oh, that's beautiful. And got so warm after the meditation. That's lovely. Um, I would imagine quite a few of you might have met loved ones as well as perhaps guys, or it might even be that your grandma is becoming one of your guys, Lily, and looks over you. You're tingling all over your body under the meditation. Yeah, that's the energy. Yeah, a strong energy coming up from your feet into your body. You've got a heart amethyst. Okay. Amethyst for me means calm. I know for a lot of people it means love. I don't know whether you're having problems sleeping, Lily, but I feel that you might be having problems sleep. I know a lot of us perhaps have problems sleeping with the heat. I don't mean that, but I feel this is to relax you and to keep you calm. That the amethyst is there to relax you and to help you sleep. So if you've got an amethyst crystal, obviously not a pointy one because you don't want like a nice smooth one or something, try placing it under your pillow. I feel if you put an amethyst under your pillow, that will be good for you and it will help you to be calm, to be more relaxed. I feel as though you've been quite tense lately, quite on edge, and you just need that calmness. So I feel that's what the amethyst is sending to you. So I don't know whether you understand that, Lily. Um, long time difficult to sleep, yeah. I know people say about putting lavender as well. I personally don't like the smell of lavender. Um, I find it too strong, but I really do feel that the spirit world is saying if you put a smooth amethyst crystal underneath your pillow, obviously not on the bit where you put your head, but just under the side bit there, that's going to help you to sleep and maintain your sleep. So I feel that, you know, if you get to sleep, you quite often wake up and you have a disturbed sleep rather as well. So I think that will really help you. Give it a try. Let's see what happens. Don't know if there are any other questions. Belinda said she saw her dad. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Um, even though we know our loved ones are around us, and we do know that, we'd still miss that physical presence of them. Um, and it's lovely to have your dad there with you, and you think you saw an Asian man as well. Fantastic. Write all these things down. The colour of your rug, what you saw in the sky, what you had in the gift in your box. Because, you know, you might get a message from a medium, from, you know, if you listen to some of the shows that are on the web, on Spiritual Psychic TV, and it maybe give you a little bit of confirmation of what you saw today, which I always think is good, because we always doubt ourselves. We always think, oh, I'm making it up. You never make things up when you meditate. It's, you know, it's not your subconscious. It is always something that comes into your meditation that's meant to be there. And if you write it down, it's lovely if you get confirmation of those things at another time. You know, the colour of your mat means something. You need that colour in your life. You know, for instance, I know Terry said she had a green mat, and like I said, for her, I think that meant she needed to get out in the fresh air, and that she needed relaxation as well, because green to me is very calming. Colours mean different things to different people, and always go by what you feel. I can give you a guide of what colours mean for me, but always go by what it feels like to you. You know, maybe you should have something green, carry something green on you, you know, buy yourself a pair of nice green knickers, or, you know, get a green hanky or a green, you know, silk, and just carry that round with you, you know, if that's the colour you're getting. We're not given these colours by chance. Eat green things, you know, grapes, lettuce, anything that's green, vegetables, you know, it always means something. So Lily said, being very tense because of your mum. Okay, yeah, I feel there's a lot of stress around you. Well, hopefully if you put that crystal underneath your pillow, that's going to help you sleep better, which obviously if we sleep better, we have more strength. Hopefully you'll have got a bit more strength and determination from the meditation this morning as well. And again, you know, amethyst is purple. I don't know what colour rug you got, but make a note of it. And like I say, you know, whenever I sit and do anything, I always write down what I'm given. Melanie said her rug was red and her gift was a rose. Person you saw was your uncle. Okay. Now, a lot of people say with red, they feel anger. With me, it's more grounding. So I feel, Melanie, you might need a bit of grounding at the moment. You know, maybe you're a little bit airy-fairy all over the place. And you need to get your feet on the ground a little bit. With the rose, depending on the colour of the rose, for me, different coloured roses mean different things. The rose for me is love. It's a symbol of love to you from the spirit world. And it was lovely that you saw your uncle. So I don't know whether you've been thinking of him. I'm sure he's looking over you at the moment. There may be a special connection you had with him, or perhaps even something that's going on in your life that perhaps you would have asked his advice at this moment in time. But I'm so glad, you know, you got to see things. Just hopefully now maybe you feel a little bit more grounded, Melanie, after you've done that meditation. You know, you feel a little bit more solid. There's nothing worse than, you know, I know sometimes with my head you feel like you're all over the place, and sometimes I feel, I think, oh, I just want to if I could take my head off just for a minute and just relax, that would be so nice, and then put it back on. So I feel for you, Melanie, the red rug was for grounding. Are there any more? Carolyn said, can you tell me, do I have an Asian man as my guide? I think I saw him in a very lucid dream. I'm not actually linking in doing mediumship at the moment, Carolyn. If you saw an Asian man, then yes, I would say you've got an Asian guide. Now, I'm not telling you this, Spirit aren't telling me this because I'm not working doing mediumship this morning. I'm just working, getting odds and ends that I'm getting to you from Spirit. I do feel, now I'm seeing long fingernails, so I don't know whether you see this person has got long fingernails, because I'm seeing long fingernails with them. So, you know, like the Asian people when they would have had long nails, I can see that with this person. Ask. I would say sit down quietly when you've got a moment and you've got a little bit of peace and quiet. Just sit down and ask this man, you know, ask for protection before you do this, obviously, and ask this man to come close to you, not to overshadow you, because you don't want him to overshadow you, but maybe just to show himself to you. And, you know, like you did hopefully in the meditation, just have a little conversation with him and write it down. You think you saw him in a very lucid dream. Very possible. I very much believe that people from the spirit world visit us in our dreams. I also believe sometimes you can see things from a past life in a dream, if you believe in past lives. So I will not swear to it because I'm not linking in totally, and I like to sit and, you know, link to the spirit world for a good half an hour before I do mediumship and things like that. But I do feel, yes, this Asian man is your guide, and I feel as though he will show himself to you more in the future. And I feel as though he's got I can see like quite a long moustache and the long fingernails. So I don't know whether that's any help or whether it might be something that you'll be shown later date, Carolyn. I hope that helps. Linda said her rug was yellow and you received a pearl. Grandmother was there but didn't speak. Okay. I feel your grandmother didn't need to speak, Linda, to be honest. I think it was enough for you knowing she's there and that she's protecting you and looking over you. Yellow for me is upliftment. I feel you need upliftment at the moment, that perhaps things are a little bit like, you know, on an even keel and a bit that sort of a feeling I'm getting. You know, that I know we've had a lot of sun, but it hasn't actually, even though it's been hot, it's not been that sunny, has it? Carry something yellow with you if you can. Eat bananas. Somebody's saying to me, eat bananas. Okay. Bananas would be good for you with the potassium. So again, you need upliftment at the moment. Your heart needs lifting. So I do feel you're not as, you may be going around smiling and pretending you're all right, but deep down there might be, I think there's a little bit of sadness there inside. So I don't know whether that makes sense to you, Linda. The pearl, world's your oyster. That's what somebody's saying to me. You know, oh, knocking the laptop off. You know, when you open the pearl, and I can see it absolutely gleaming as they're showing it to me. It's in, there's something around you that you want to do. There's a path you're thinking about going on and something you want to achieve. And I feel this pearl is saying you can achieve this if you want it. Okay, it's down to you. It's one of these things you've got to decide yourself. You've got to make the decision yourself. But whatever it is, go for it and it will be good. And this is what, for me, this pearl is saying, the world's your oyster. If you want it, go for it. Okay? Okay, so Richard has just said as well, Linda, that pearls obviously take a long time to grow. They are a symbol of wisdom. And he's saying, you know, use the wisdom that you have grown over the years to help a situation around you at the moment. And this maybe is why you're feeling a bit blur that I was picking up on at the moment. So I hope that helps, Linda. Like I say, Richard isn't a medium. He never knows what he's talking about. I always take the mickey out of him. But he gives some wonderful messages and lots of wisdom. So I hope that helps, Linda. Is there anything else, Richard? Or thank you. I feel strongly that he is good. Fantastic. And I'm sure that you will get more information, Carolyn. And, you know, you can always message me and let me know. Message me on Facebook. Private message me, let me know. Belinda said, I felt I had a red rug also. Okay, fantastic. The red rug for you, Belinda, for me means energy. You need more energy. I don't know, you've been feeling a bit depleted lately. So I feel it's giving you an energy burst, that red carpet. It always means something slightly different for different people. So rather than grounding, you need big bursts of energy to deplete. I feel as though you know your body feels a bit depleted and you've been lacking a bit of energy at the moment. So for you, I feel that's what that red rug means. So I hope that makes sense for you. Lily says, still strong energy coming up to my feet. Make sure you ground yourself properly, Lily, okay? Do the little, if you don't know how to ground yourself, do the little exercise that I showed you, excuse me, again in a moment, because I want you to totally ground yourself. It's not good if you're, I mean, a lot of different mediums and healers will disagree with me and say it's okay to be open all the time. I don't believe that because I find, and when I teach people, that if you're open all the time, you're using your energy, you're picking up stuff from other people. You don't want to be in Tesco's and get a message for the lady behind the counter. You don't want to. You won't be just go. I know. They don't seem to have anything in there anymore, do they? Yeah. You know, you don't want to start picking up people's headaches and, you know, depression and things like that. So for me, it's always important that you must ground yourself. I'm glad that you're getting the energy. That's great. But just make sure you're grounded as well, because I don't want you to get so much energy that you're still linked in and everything else, and then you go around and you start picking everything up, especially if you go into hospitals or you're with somebody that's not very well. And I know you said you had problems with mum, I think you said, um, or there was concern around mum. You know, we don't want to make that worse, so make sure you're definitely closed down. But I'm glad you feel more energy and more strength. That's the whole point of doing these meditations. Linda says, makes sense, Lesley Richard. Does resonate with me at the moment. Brilliant. That's lovely, Linda. I'm glad you understand. So I think I said to you about eating bananas, didn't I? I think they'd be good for you. Obviously, we don't predict. I could just pass on to you what I'm feeling or I'm being told at the moment, but I do feel a banana would be very good. Oh, Belinda said she's very tired. Hopefully then, Belinda, you're going to get a lot more energy. You can always visualize yourself, you know, sitting on that red carpet. So if you've got a day when you feel a little bit tired, just visualize yourself sitting on that red carpet and feel that energy coming up into your body. Yeah, you saying you pick up a lot of energy from people. It's okay if it's good energy, but, you know, like I always say to people, you know, there's always a downside of becoming a medium and becoming a healer, because not everything is wonderful and uplifting. And you know, we change so much when we begin our spiritual journeys, and, you know, as we go along our spiritual journeys, you know, I know, you know, with a lot of my groups, especially with the healers, that you find, you know, the people that you've been friends with for a long time, suddenly you don't feel as though you want to be friends with them anymore, because perhaps as you've changed and you've become more aware, they've got different values to what you've got. And you might find, you know, the set of friends change. You've got different, you know, where you wanted the biggest TV, you know, and a great big house. You know, once you start progressing and you become more spiritual, you don't want that. So you find that people around you that are very, you know, thing orientated, you find irritates you. So there are downsides as well of becoming more developed, as well as the upsides. Carol said she was so into the meditation, a phone rang. Oh, I know. I should have said to you, turn your phones off, shouldn't I? Yeah, save the video and do it again. That would be great. Nothing. I should actually say to you to make sure your phone's off. I always put mine on silent. There's nothing worse than if you're in the middle of a meditation, and suddenly the phone rings or the doorbell goes. You feel like you've literally had a heart attack, or could feel like you've jumped out of your body. It's not a nice feeling. So it is always best to make sure you do turn your phones off and things. And I always turn my doorbell down as well, because so that doesn't ring in the middle of a meditation. It does actually shake you quite a lot. So I hope you feel a bit grounded again. Lily says thank you, blessings, love to you all here. That's lovely, and lots of loves and blessing to you, Lily. And I hope you'll join us again. And on the meditations every other Friday, I've got to go in and have a knee replacement soon, but I'm hoping it won't keep me out of action. I'm hoping that I'll still be able to do my meditations and every other week. So it's lovely you could join us. And obviously, you know, there's so many other great shows on Spiritual Psychics TV for you to catch up. Okay, so the program tonight is at 8 o'clock, and that's for VIPs, Richard? Okay, so it's mainly for VIPs, but if a lot of VIPs don't come on, then the public are going to be allowed to join. So look out for that one, and you might get a reading tonight. And Carol, you could even get confirmation of your guide, who knows, or confirmations of what you've seen in your meditations this morning. Is that everybody's comments now, Richard? Okay, lovely. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you'll join us all in a couple of weeks. Keep watching Spiritual Psychics TV, some great stuff on there, and I send you all loads of love and blessings, and see you soon. Bye.